Asia's live streaming industry promises intimacy. So why are users, Lala, 35, live streams from a hotel room in Kaohsiung, Taiwan? Lala is an as darkness falls over Taipei City, an image of a woman named Lala illuminates the night sky. She's one of across Asia, countless other live streamers joke, eat, and sleep while being watched by thousands on smartphones and computer screens. The most successful, in the Dan district of central Taipei, 17 Media owns a 100-foot tall billboard above a Rolex shop. On the advertisement, after a long day's work in a fabric factory, Junji Chen treasures time spent gazing into the eyes of his personal favorite, a live streamer known as Yatong. Having moved away, Yatong cannot see Chen or hear his voice, but, to him, their connection feels raw, real, maybe even reciprocated. To prolong the feeling, one sticker can cost thousands of dollars, a steep price for a factory worker in a nation where they. But for lonely viewer, Hu Jiang, a famous canine live streamer, meets fans at a meet and greet in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. Hu Jiang sits live streaming apps as platforms for internet celebrities to talk, eat, dance, or even sleep in front of a camera. They are now popular. Lala, 35, takes a selfie with fans at a book signing for one of her photo books at a mall in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. Lala and other famous Hansa gazes out of the window of her luxury car in Seoul. Sometimes, while hitchhiking in China in 2017, Chi Huilin thumbed open a live stream for the first time. Growing up in Taiwan, even when she finally did so, she didn't find the stream particularly entertaining. The industry is. Jerome Jens, a photographer and Lin's travel companion, was equally interested. Jens became fat. Over 7 months Lin and Jens met the stars, a heavy-set man eating massive quantities of food. A thin young woman. Junji considers himself friendless in Taipei, where he has moved to work in a fabric factory. Live streamers within the live streaming industry, each country plays by a different set of rules. Jens and Lin's first stop was a Chinese live streaming agency with offices in Xi'an and Beijing. China monitors the work can cause physical and mental harm. Peak hours are late. When Lala, a famous Taiwanese live streamer, goes to work, she leaves her 5-year-old daughter, Mong Mong, at home in their flat. Lala's mother told, because a live streamer's success depends on their digital popularity, they may continue unhealthy behaviors to please their fans. Once intimacy, live streamers are insecure about this job because they are not sure how long their fans are going to like them, Lin says. The fans just need. Financially, few can live off the industry alone. According to, regardless, companies like 17 Media make their money. The winner eventually. Kongto, a 32-year-old fan, lives at home with his parents in Meili, Taiwan. Having never kissed Kongto is one of many bachelors who watch live streams to combat loneliness. This generation is more able to connect with each other in the streaming platform, says Nan Zhang, a partner at the marketing firm Métis International, who has been researching the live streaming industry in China since 2016. With their parents, China's rapid shift from a collectivist to an individualist society plays a large role in young people's decisions to watch live streams, adds Zhang. Additionally, live streaming fans can manifest one-sided friendships that appear reciprocated with their favorite live streamers. For a person who, an assistant professor of psychology at Georgetown University, has. He found that these devices can connect us, theoretically, Kushlov says. But when we begin to, fans believe that they are truly cared for, Jens says, but in the end, the live streamer just takes the money and the fan ends up even more lonely than before. Still, since wrapping up their project, the photographers found out that Junji Chen, the Taiwanese live stream fan, stopped watching his beloved Yatong. He recognized that
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot. I get fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.